Hello and welcome back to the channel. And today I woke up with a message where it says about a promise. So I'm not sure about a promise, but it's kind of connected to the truth, and I'm not sure what truth it is. But I feel like as I'm feeling this message, it is. I feel like this is like a promise. A promise and a truth. I feel like you are, because right now, like just as I am speaking with you right now, I feel like this heavy, like you wanted to say something, you wanted to let it out, you wanted to release something, you wanted to tell all, so that feels like the truth. And this is like a promise. So I'm not sure if this is a promise of, like, you promised yourself that you will be truthful from now on, or is it a promise that, like broken vows or something, broken promises or something. And there's also like a message here of to heal is to reveal. So the only way to heal is to reveal. And the only, for the ancient people, for the Zoroastrians, it's like the only path in this world is the truth. And it's also mentioned in the Bible where the truth shall set you free. So there's this message, central message about the truth, and the truth that has to be revealed, because only when you say the truth will you feel this authentic self, that you will experience expansion and being able to live properly as a human being, as a living soul. And because of that, it's like only if you say the truth and tell the truth will you feel this light hearted feeling. You feel less tensed, you feel better if you release the truth, or if you start to, maybe this is the truth, maybe this is like an information that you withheld from this person, and because you've been carrying this truth for so long, it feels like this is bogging you down, this is weighing you down. And you also know and aware that by releasing this information, by telling this person how you feel about things, then will you feel better. And that's like a promise. I'm not sure. I'm really curious about what this promise is. I mean, help me, Spirit. What does this promise mean? We have 10 of Swords. I didn't even shuffle it yet. 10 of Swords. Okay. So we have 10 of Swords. Like I said, like you have been, like you see the man, like he's bogged down. He's weighed down by all, and like in tarot the symbol sword is a truth. Okay, so it's like 10 truths, 10 words, 10 sentences, 10, maybe 10 years, 10 years of truth. 10 months. Because what draws me in is like this man is really just weighed down by his problems. And see below the deck when I just this is a lot of swords. And you see this man. It's really, I didn't even shuffle yet. 447 and the timestamp. Seriously. So this is a lot of sword. Okay. I mean, this is getting funny now. I mean, that's what I feel like when I opened this message. It felt like personally, like while feeling this message, just to give you a clear description of how it feels like, just to because tarot isn't supposed to, like, although it can predict future and all, you can do a lot of things with tarot, but for this, for my how I use it, I mean, how I use tarot is like just to confirm. And most of the tarot readers, especially the millennials and the Xers, the late Xers to the millennials, they see tarot as a confirmation, which I agree. Like, tarot is just the confirmation of what you already know. Okay, so now if I describe how it feels like, it's like I'm not trying to tell you, this is how you should feel, or this is how you would feel later. This is just a confirmation of how you feel right now, or you already felt it yesterday, and then you can, oh yeah, something like that. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say, but it's just a confirmation. The point is, tarot is just a confirmation of what you already know, and I'm just telling you what you already know. And based on how I feel right now, and before opening this reading, it felt like there is some kind of truth, a promise that you've been withholding, like based on the cards. A lot of, like, just below the decks here, they have 8 of Cups. Okay, you see the man walking away, and you see the moon. The moon is just so sad, and it's nighttime. Okay, and then if you know, like Picasso uses a lot of blues when he was so sad. That, like there was a season in his life where it was just blue, and he uses a lot of blues to express the blue of his life. Yeah, and then the blues. So it's like I'm drawn to this, like the blue. You feel blue. I don't know if they understand so far. Because like um this is not like, okay, how should I say, like I'm trying to make your feelings funny, or I'm trying to make fun of your feelings, I mean. What's wrong with my mouth? Oh, this is you. Like, you just don't know where to start. I feel like you have so much to say, like just the number of swords. Just the number of swords. Like, you have, yeah, 10 of Swords and 9 of Swords. Okay. This is a lot of sword. Okay. This is like, you see the expression, like this guy is just being so bogged down, and then this woman is just crying, this man is crying also, like, I can't sleep, oh my gosh. And then even when you sleep, you feel like the swords are really just gluing you in the bed, like don't want you just don't want to wake up. You just don't want to get another day, because this is like nighttime. Okay, I feel like this is like black, so I feel like this is nighttime, and then you have moon. Okay, so I feel like, and every night after your busy hectic day, and every nighttime, as soon as you close your eyes, you're just like, should I just walk away, or like, you want to walk away, or you're this is, I feel bad for you, like, like feeling like this, like you have so much to say, but you don't have anyone to talk to, maybe, or maybe like you're scared that this person would reject you, or this person would not forgive you. Maybe you did something in the past that you feel like what you did is not forgivable, or this person will not receive you well. I don't know, like, but this feels like a promise. So, a promise. 8 of Cups. Walking away, walk away if you want to. It's okay, you need to. And see below the deck. And then you have the reverse 6 of Cups. Okay, so reverse 6 of Cups talks about your, like, your fulfillment. Like, you feel so fulfilled. You feel like you have your childhood. You see the pictures. Like, there's a kid, there are 2 kids. They're like, oh, I will give you my flowers. And then this little girl will say, oh, thank you. So, you know, like, the vibe of the card is just so pleasing and all. But I feel like since it's in reverse, it's in reverse. I feel like you're sad. You're you if I feel like it's like if you just have the option to leave and move on, you would. But seems like, as far as these cards go and feel right now, this is like you don't have, because you feel the fear, like you're stuck. You see the picture, like you see the image here. Yeah, I don't know if you could see it clearly. So, but there's 2 people fighting over there. So I feel like you are in this, like, situation, like you just don't want to wake up. Like, it's not like you it's not like in a depressive state. That's not what I mean. Like, you're just exhausted, drained. Like, you just want some escape. You just want to get out of this situation, but you just don't know. And you also know that the key to get out of this is through connection, because 6 of Cups is also like connection. Like, you being able to connect, you being able to give, take, and give and take. So there's a equal reciprocation between the two, and you feel like really there's no give and take in whatever it is that you are doing or with right now. So if it's a person, then maybe this person doesn't really give you what you need. And because 6 of Cups can also talk about the emotions, so this person can't really fulfill you emotionally, or there's some parts that this person can't fulfill. And I feel like, because, like, you don't have an escape, so you feel like you're just stuck in there. I don't know. Do you understand what I'm trying to say so far? I mean, but it's just a lot of swords, a lot of blue. So you feel blue. You feel blue on Christmas. You feel blue now that 2026 is about to come, when it's supposed to be like, oh, we should rise and expand. But I feel like now that everyone is celebrating for the new year 2026, you are in this state, like, just this sorts. This is your mood, Christmas mood, New Year's mood. You feel like everyone is having the good time, having the fun time, but you're in the room, you're in the bedroom, you just don't like to get out and hang out. You just don't like to, like, if, yeah, like, this is like, you're not really in the mood to do it, because there's just so much that's going on in your head. Because swords can also mean, like, the ideas, the air. So it's like in the head. So like thoughts, memories. So it's like when I look at it, there's like 9 and 10. 9 of swords, 10 of swords, 19. Were you 19? 2019? And 19 can also be reduced into 10. 10 is to 1. 1. So that's like you're alone. You're in an alone state, isolated. Yeah, isolated. I feel like there's, because that 8 of cups, yeah. Cups means like your emotions, okay? Your emotions. So that's like you you have your, like, this is about how you feel. This is about your intuition. This is how you're satisfied emotionally, energetically. What's wrong with my tongue? So yeah, it's like that's there's something about communication, truth, promise of communication. Truth shall come out in a communication communicated. So I'm not sure if that's how it is, but maybe it is. So is it true you have something in you that you're not telling, or is there something that's been whispering, but it's not really whispering, because as far as the cards say, it's not really like a little whisper anymore. This is like it wakes you up every night. And then I have below the deck, I have Ace of Swords. Okay. Ace of Swords, that's like, this is my truth. You can say so, yeah. Like, let's say if this is like, let's say this is about the person. So let's say like this person, you've been withholding something. So I feel like this is information. So let's say, since this is about like give and take, so maybe like you like someone, so you have a crush on someone, and then someone like, you really like her, and this person also like you, and all, so it was going well and all, and then suddenly something has to happen that it didn't become a relationship. There was no grounding, there was no, it didn't it didn't pull off. I mean, okay, so what, like, and then 10 years, 9 years, 10 years. Oh, I see. There's 8 of cups, 9 of swords, 10. So it's like 8, 9, 10. So maybe 8 years, 9, 10 years after. Okay. And then it's like in every year that passes, it becomes heavier each year. And as the year passes, it becomes so heavy that you cannot sleep at night right now. And if this is really like the person, since this is in reverse, okay, the Ace of Swords is in reverse. It's like, instead of you telling the person, because Ace of Swords will be like, okay, this is my truth. Are you willing to listen? Or you're now willing, like you're willing to show the truth. You're now willing to tell the truth. You're now willing to fulfill the promise, whatever the promise will be or would be. And yeah, it will make you feel better then, if you say. But since in this case you didn't, you're not willing, you're not willing. You're not willing to share. You're not willing to tell because Ace of Swords is in reverse. So it's like, I have, this is my truth, but I'm not going to tell you. Or they will, yeah, like, because you're holding it, okay? Okay, you're holding it. You're holding the truth. You have the truth in you, but you're withholding it. So, yeah, and then I have this Wheel of Fortune, yeah, and then Wheel of Fortune tells you that this is a life-changing decision. This will change the course of your life, but everyone has free will. Everyone has free will, and because they have free will, they're free to decide whatever they could, and they can, and they will. And because every one of us has free will, no matter what we confirm here, it's still up to you how you would decide later on. But this is just a confirmation of how you feel. So this is like, you have a truth inside you, and you have 1,000 truths maybe untold, and you also know and aware that by telling the truth, these truths, to this person, this will make you feel better. Even if it's like, it's been years, maybe I feel like this is like about information that will change the course of your life, information that will change the person's life. Or I don't know, like, this is because Wheel of Fortune came out. Yeah, sec two again. Two of the, oh my gosh, Wheel of Fortune again. Okay. And then Two of Pentacles. Yeah, Two of Pentacles is telling me like options. You see the man, like, you see that man there holding two pentacles. Okay. And it's like, you're playing around with the options. You're playing around with the options. You're in a dilemma. Like, oh, which one should I? This one or this one? But then you also recognize that by walking away, it will make you sad, and things will get sour, and things will fall apart as soon as you walk away. But you also recognize that by walking away, you will find that the truth and the healing that you're looking for if you walk away. But right now, this is how you are. You're juggling between two forces, and it's like we'll see what will happen. We'll see how this goes. Let's see. And then, but Wheel of Fortune comes out again. Oops. But in reverse. Okay. So there's really high chances that you will find, this is a major arcana. Okay. And when we talk about major arcana, this is like a life-changing decision. This is about life-changing decision that you already know, but you're not willing to do because of fear. Fear of rejection, fear that your ego will be, you don't want to test your ego. You don't want to, because give and take is about letting go of ego. And because, like, children, okay, the Six of Cups. Six of Cups talks about like children. So yeah, like, this is like childlike give and take. So there's no like contract. There's no, how should I say, like, how we understand give and take as adults. Like, there's a contract, there's bound for rules and deadlines and like billings. But in children's eyes, they don't care about these things. Okay, so it's like, can you actually expand as a person by looking at the children in the, like, in a sense where the children looks at love? How do they define love? Like universal love, like a child. If you love this person, if you really truly love this person, can you be like a child, offering that heart like a child? your inner child, your inner childhood drama. Are you willing to open that up to this person? Because this is about connection, like I said earlier. Like six of cups is also like connection, give and take. So are you willing to open that up, or are you, it's just like, okay, you like this person, you're holding this information, but you're not really willing to let it go. You're not really willing to tell all. Okay, so what else? I noticed that I've not been shuffling today. Why is that so? I've not been shuffling today. And by the way, if you think that I'm speaking so soft, my throat is burning. So because my throat is burning, this is really like I feel like there's something about throat, truth, speak, truth. Is this something like truth? Normally this is not the case, but I feel like wow, I have to drink something. I feel like, yeah. See, it's also give and take. Six of Pentacles again. Okay. So it's a give and take, Six of Cups, and then you have Six of Pentacles. And then this is like about give and take and balance. Okay, you see that man holding that scale there, so that's balance. Six of Cups, Six of Pentacles, I mean. So give and take. Are you willing to spill the truth? You see the man. Are you willing to spill the beans? That's a bean right there. I don't know if you could see. Yeah, that beans in there. So there's some beans, and then it's like, are you willing to spill the beans? Because only when you spill the beans will you find the balance. Okay, balance with self, balance with give and take, not just take or give. You still like, you have that equal give and take instead of a dilemma like the Two of Pentacles. Instead of Two Pentacles, you have the realization that you have to give and take. You have to give. You have to give the information, so you will receive the balance that you need. Whatever it is you're looking for. Is it true love? Is it love? Is it career? But I feel like yeah, truth, promise, a promise. What promise? What promise is this? What kind of promise is this? What promise are you talking about? What promise does the collective mean? Promise of love, promise of emotion, promise, you see? That's Four of Cups. Like, I'm thinking about this. What promise are you talking about? And since Cups is about emotion, so this is an emotional promise. Emotional promise of what? Like, hey, this is the love of your life. And then this is your ex-crush, ex-girlfriend, ex-wife. This is so weird. But then like, oh, that's how, like, this is your one true love. And then every night, I can't sleep at night. Oh, how should I sleep? No matter how I keep tossing and turning at night. And oh, what should I do? So you prayed, okay? And then you prayed. And then, okay, you have the option to walk away. And then you have the option to walk away. Okay, so what would be your option where to go? So this is your one true love. Okay, this is your give and take. Finally, this is your one, like, this is like your, this is the person that will make you feel the happiest, like in the childhood. Okay, but then, okay, now God gave you the answer. Okay, this is your one true love, but you still, what do? You withhold the message. No, it's like the cards are in chaos. Like, no, like you prayed your whole life. Like, oh my gosh, I hope someday, okay, this and that. So you have your ideal and all, and then here comes the one true love. But then, what do? You think, you contemplate, you see the high priestess. Wow, this is, wait, the high priestess below the deck. This reading is going crazy. But yeah, that's how it feels like. It's just going crazy. I mean, and I know that I'm taking it too long. It's already half an hour. The devil. You see? Okay. So the devil. So devil, it's like illusions. This is illusion. You see the partners, like they're enchained, okay? Like they're there. Okay, they're there, but they're enchained. And then under the illusion of this is deception, like this is deception. Like, okay, this is stability and all, you feel like you're choked in the current situation. You don't know where to go. You don't know, oh, blah. But actually you have the option to walk away. Where to? I don't know. You know. You should know. Okay. And then below we have Four of Swords. A lot of swords. Seriously. And a lot of person. Okay, a lot of person and like sleeping, praying. Like I said, like you prayed. You prayed for this person to come to you. And now this person finally appears right in front of your eyes. Like, finally, my one true love. And what do? Nothing. Just dreaming. Like you, like, how can you experience the miracles and abundance and optimism of the year of the horse next year if three oh my gosh, 3331 on a timestamp? So that's like past, present, future. Okay, heaven, earth, hell, the holy trinity. Okay, body, mind, spirit. So if you want a balanced body, mind, and spirit, then you have to release something. Information, truth, promise. Like, you know, I don't, you know. And you see, the parents. Well, it's a lot of cups and swords today in this reading. So it's like, wow. And then, by the way, like, devil is like heavy Capricorn energy. So maybe you have a lot of Capricorn in your system. Or this is also like, if it's not like you have a lot of Capricorn in your natal chart, it could also mean that you have a lot of Capricorn traits like CEO, boss, president. You have this CEO quality, but big boss type charisma. you get what I want. No is not an answer. um yeah, like I you know what Capricorn values, although you're, let's say, like, you don't have to be a Capricorn to feel like a Capricorn, because there's some people, like in my case, although I have a Sagittarius sun, I have a lot of Capricorn, okay, aside from the water. So you could say that I am a Saturn dominant woman. So if, like, I understand that value where I can be toxic in a way where I would be workaholic. I would be, instead of resting for the glory of God, I see resting as a sin. You know, like resting like rest. There's nothing wrong with resting, and I'm struggling with it. Okay, and this is like a toxic Saturnian quality or behavior that I'm healing right now on these days. So the act of resting. So it's not just about do. So there's nothing wrong with also receiving. So which is not a Capricorn thing, because Capricorns like to do. So because they like to provide, they like to be the pillar, they like to be the structure, they like to be the authority. Like, what would you say if a president's just sitting around? What would you say if the boss is just sitting around, not doing anything? And it is not a CEO thing. Like, CEO could be sitting there, but their minds are working. Their minds are working. Oh, okay, their mind is working 24/7, thinking about this one true love. But he has a Capricorn system. So it's like, how can you prove? It's like you're telling me. I feel like it's like you're in your mind. You're telling me, like, how can you prove? Because CEOs, the Capricorns, like proofs. So how can you prove? How can you show me tangibly, physically, that what you're saying or what I'm feeling is true? Or is this something that I can take action? Is this something that I can take seriously? Because Capricorn is a serious earth sign compared to Virgo and Taurus. Virgo is ruled by Mercury, so they're like, I know, like, I know what I know. And it's like, if a Virgo knows a car, they know every screwdriver. They know what machine was used. They know every gritty nitty of the car. They know. A Capricorn would value the car in a sense where they maintain the car, make sure that the car will run in the next 10 years. The Taurus, although it's also an earth sign, it's more on the, how can I make this car look pretty and beautiful in the next 10 years? So there's that aesthetic longevity for the Taurus, and for the Capricorn is structural longevity. Is this something that I can do over and over again, like a system, like a computer would, without any disturbance, any interruption? Is this something that I can't be falling out of love with? Is this the person that I can build a foundation? Because Capricorn is about foundation. Although this is just in the mind, you feel like it's just in the mind, it's just a dream, it's just a fantasy, I'm just daydreaming about it. It's nothing true, there's nothing true. But this is like an illusion. Because, like, if you think that what you're thinking right now is just an illusion, then you're telling Picasso and the rest of the artists, including me, you're telling the artists what you're thinking isn't valuable. Why? Because Why should you care about your daydreams? Without, that's how Capricorn would think. Like my parents, I love my parents, but I also feel triggered when they say something like that. Because from a Capricorn's eyes, they can't really understand, like, unless if there are some water placements or whatever is affecting their in their charts. But a solid Capricorn finds it hard to understand bringing ideas to, like, crazy ideas. If they ever do, it may be something like engineering, something like architecture, like civil engineering, something a Capricorn would be drawn to, because it's about building real buildings. You don't have like, oh, there's a building in an empty space, okay? In an empty space, like let's say you have a house and you just have a plot of land. Capricorn wants to see a house in it, okay? So going back to the overall message, this is like the truth. Is this the information that is in your head? Is this something that I can build a house with? Is this something that I can invest in and say, okay, this is something that I can build, is something that I can focus on with longevity without compromising my career, life, I don't know. And I feel like you're contemplating about this because you are now at the point, because I see 9 and 10, so that's like towards the end of the journey. So it's like you're at the epidural of the pain, emotional pain. So, is this you? Is this the person I'm talking to? If it is, then leave me a comment, like, subscribe. Yeah, I mean, let me know. Let me know if the messages I've been telling and been sharing all this time is resonates with you. Because sometimes, like, because I have a Saturn system, and I have a lot of Capricorns in my placement. I feel like sometimes when I do something like this, because like I derive these messages from dreams, and sometimes like when I just do something boring, messages that like this come in the most boring moments, like you're just washing dishes, and like the book, like my novel, Strokes of Desire, okay. And although this book has been like, like, it sounds like, oh, she wrote a book, 272 pages, okay, 272 pages, and this is from the mind, okay. This was just an idea. This was once just an idea, and now it becomes a tangible thing. So that's just one example. Another example, and like the first example I gave you, like, what if it's true love? What if it's about the person? Then, if it's just in the head, then if you won't try, then you will never know. I mean, that's why, like, when I thought about this, like, oh, this and that, you can read the backstory on my Substack, okay? So you can read the backstory of this book. So, mgaspary.substack.com. So, if I just listen to my Capricorn side, then I wouldn't have written the book, because it's just, well, it's just there, or it's just an idea, and blah blah. So same with you. I mean, if you have something like that, you have something like an idea in mind, why not try? Why not explore it instead of just shutting it off just because you don't think it's real? Right now, it's not real. Right now, it's just imagination. Right now, it's just a dream. It's a fleeting dream. But if you do concrete actions like a Capricorn would, if you, instead of, excuse me, how should I say? Because I admire the Capricorn in a sense where they have the ability to remain steadfast even in the most dire circumstances. Jesus was a Capricorn. Jesus is a Capricorn. So even in the moments where he was just barely could lift the cross, he still remained faithful to God. So in that sense, if you understand Jesus, if you see Jesus as a Capricorn man, look at what he's done as a Capricorn person. That's what a Capricorn would do. Like, you want to build something that will last for the next 2,000 years. You want to build something, if it's about true love, then you will do something that will propel you to move forward closer to the goal. Whatever it is, be it career, relationship, the sky's the limit. Okay? But right now, I feel like you're on contemplation mode because you're now at the end. I feel like you are at the end because the Wheel of Fortune won't come out. The Wheel of Fortune, this is like you're in the middle of something. Like you're at the precipice. You're at the turning point. The wheel. So in Tagalog, in for the Filipino audiences, we have gulong ng palad. Kuminsan ang takbo ng buhay mo. Holding on to... I am holding on to the past. Oh. So if you leave me, there's no tomorrow, only yesterday. Have time to feel. I'm not sure if that's the lyrics. And then we have 32, number 32. So it's like, really, like I said, Holy Trinity, 3 and 2. 3, it's like Holy Trinity, past, present, future, heaven, earth, hell, body, mind, spirit. So it's about balance, as above, so below. And then you also have 2. 2 is like partnership, collaboration, marriage, being the divine polarity. You have the holy dichotomy. Like I said in my videos where I said you can't have beautiful if you don't have ugly. You don't have up if there's no down. You don't have bad if there's no evil, good and evil. So yeah, you are basically holding on to the past. You are here in the present, but your mind is in the past. But your heart is telling you what you will feel in the future. Only if you allow your brain. Entschuldigung. I'm sorry about that. I am holding on to the past. Is it about the person? I really feel like this is about the person. Because how should I say? Because if it's like a career or so, then it must be something that it makes you feel like there's no tomorrow, only yesterday. And time to feel. So if you leave me. What's the lyrics? If you leave me. If you leave me now, You take and make a little part of me. I was that. If you leave me the snow tomorrow, only yesterday. Yeah, like I said, one more sleepless night. Still can't get things right. I don't think you see how hard this is for me. Knowing you're leaving, ting 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 ting. Can't we talk things through the way we used to do? Remember how we planned to always understand. Trying to find you, trying to find a way to start a life anew. I don't know if you know that song, but If You Leave Me by Antonio Morales Barreto, or aka Junior, you have to listen to that. That's like how you feel. Yeah, like this is about. I didn't expect that this would turn on into a love reading, but I hope that you're still here with me. And if you do, I really truly appreciate the time. That's why tarot is so magical. This is why I have this love and hate relationship with tarot, like I love tarot but at the same time I hate it. Why? Not because like I don't like it. I hate it because I have to talk. I have to talk. So yeah, I hope that this message resonates with you, and if you do, let me know in the comment section below, and don't forget to support me. My book Strokes of Desire will come out on December 31, and as of this filming, today is December 30, so it will come out tomorrow. So, and if you'd like to know more about me, and if you'd like to know more about what I do, so just go to mgaspary.substack.com and know a lot of stuff. I know, like, I know your feelings. I can't be kidding about your feelings. Your feelings are serious. Like what I said, like as I said in my previous video, just because we're laughing here, it doesn't mean that we're not serious about what we're talking about. We're really serious. It's just that heartache, true love, heartaches. This is like very hard because I once experienced that, but yeah, it's hard to remain stuck in that heartache, but you'll never know how to get out of it if you don't try new methods. Because if you think that what you're doing is effective, then you shouldn't be feeling this way, right? But since even up to this moment, since you're holding on to the past, okay? Since you're holding on to the past, so that means like 9 years ago, or even more. So we're talking about years because Capricorn is years, okay? Capricornian time frame, because Saturn revolves around Earth, revolves around, yeah, this what's wrong with my mouth? It takes it takes 84. Correct me if I'm wrong. How many years? Saturn revolves around revolution time. 29 years, Earth years, okay? So to complete around the sun, okay? So for Saturn to revolve around the sun, it needs 29 years. We're talking about years, okay? Mercury just requires days, okay? The moon requires days. That's why we have the 30-day lunar cycle. But Saturn requires years. So it feels like this is like a year's worth of information that has been bugging you down, that has kept you stuck, that has kept you in this illusion and deception that this is stability, this is okay, I'm fine because I'm smiling, I have the CEO, big boss, day to day hectic life. But then, as soon as you close your eyes, you go to sleep, you can't really sleep because you're just holding on. There's something, you can't sleep at night properly if you have something in there. Okay, so but right now I feel like you're contemplating. Okay, and yeah, and I hope that you can get out of this, and I hope that this confirms how you feel right now. And if you do, if you need some journals and all, you can go to my Substack. Okay, you can go to my Substack and go to the shop, and then you will see my whatever like journals I have there. And if you need guidance and all for the shadow work, and if you like to know more about shadow work, and if you like to share, if you're comfortable, then you can leave a comment and like the video. I know I've said that a few times in this video already. Yeah, I hope that you'll feel better. I hope that it makes me feel better, because it makes me feel better telling you. It makes me feel better that I'm telling you this because I finally talk. So there must be something that you have to release too, so you will feel better. The light says so. So since the lights just turned off, if that's not a sign, if that's not a sign. And what's wrong with my mouth right now? Oh my gosh. So I hope that you will have a nice day. Have a nice Sunday, wherever. It's not Sunday today. No, today's Tuesday. Anyway, before my brain is going crazy, I'll see you in the next one. I love you and I care for you. And yeah, support my book. And see you in the next one. Cheers.